So I'm out again, observing. Again, I'm gonna try to whisper and then I'll put the volume up later when I edit. It's the next day, and as you saw by the last video, I did the astrophysics, or I did pictures and videos through the astrophysics on Jupiter and Saturn. And now I want to test the astrophysics, which is a 130 millimeter refractor, against the Meade 130. And I'm just balancing them out right now. It's about 3:10 a.m. So I gave them about maybe almost 40 minutes cool down time because I couldn't sleep. So what I did is I took them out at about 2:30 and set my alarm. Was going to try to sleep for 1 hour till 3:30, and I actually couldn't go back to sleep. So at about 3:05, I figure I might as well just come out and start videotaping. I'll start videotaping if I can't sleep anyway. So anyway, so the last 10 or 15 minutes, they're cooling without these sheets. So hopefully they're cool enough. So that's about 40 to 45 minutes anyway, which should be okay. So I'm just balancing them now. Hopefully I don't regret it. 2 days in a row, going to bed really late. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. So I'm just going to balance both. I just need to balance this one, get slow motion controls. I do not have drives on either mount. I got them both on an EQ5. Yes, a few of you might say, well, probably an HEQ5 would be better, but I think it's good enough. Anyway, and remember, I'm testing them side by side on the same night, same objects, same eyepieces, and I even drafted papers of all their power ranges on each scope from top to bottom, and then I'm matching where both of them are almost equal in power, and that's where we're going to be looking. You can't look at this one at like 50 power and then that one at 75 power, or the same 200 power and 250. It's not going to work. You have to do it the same night because the sky conditions can change. Same eyepieces, you got to do it same power, so they're both the same bigness, I guess. Anyway, that's how you compare them side by side and tell them apart. Anyway, let me get it all ready and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay guys, we're just about ready to start. Everything's in place. I think they've been cooling down for at least 45 minutes, maybe a little more. Okay, so putting a low power eyepiece. I mean, it's tiny. So let's put both scopes roughly at the same power and just give it a go. Wow, that light there, because this dew shield is really small, it casts a glare more than the Meade one. So the Meade's dew shield blocks it a little bit better. Right now we're on Saturn. And oh, I see a satellite going right through my eyepiece. Now that's funky. Okay, at 24 and 28 power, there's really no difference. I can't tell anything. It's just way too small. I don't know why there's people out at like 3:30 a.m. making a friggin' riot. It's like, get the fuck to sleep, man. Who the fuck is up at this hour, man? Don't these people work or what? Okay, guys, let me tell you what power I'm at. I'm at 198, so it's like practically 200 power on the Astro-Phyics. The only thing I wish the Astro-Phyics had was a dual speed focuser. However, it's pretty smooth. Okay, I'm just gonna study it for a little bit. Let me see if I like the radian better over the Meade ultra wide 4.7. I think I like my radian eyepieces better, I think. The eye relief is just better. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. Just gonna study it a bit more. Not 100% sure the slopes are cooled down 100%. Again, remember guys, it's the planets are not at their prime. This is why I'm out at 3:30 at night, or in the morning, whatever you want to call it. Okay guys, at 194 power and 198 power, I can't tell any difference. There's basically no difference in the eyepiece to me. Yeah, let's put a 3 radian in here, and that makes it a little bigger. Now with a 3 radian, we're basically at 263 power. I mean, that's not extreme high, but you know, that's pretty good for the planets. It's not super low, it's not super high, it's not going super fast in the eyepiece. I think I just wish this Astro-Phyics had a new focuser. I mean, maybe the new owner will do that and you can get some critical focus and like micro movement, like micro millimeter movement. That's a good view right there. You can even see the planet casting a shadow on the ring. So 263, and then where do I match it to? 263, I need 267. So it's the 6.7 with the 2 times volume. Okay. Okay, maybe that's a better angle. Okay. Yeah, I think whoa. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking that much. Just trying to concentrate on what I'm looking at. Okay, you know what guys? I still can't tell any difference at all. Like practically nothing really. If it is, it's like 1 or 2%, which our eyes can't really distinguish. You know, it could be a couple things that it could be. Could be you having 100% cool down, although the tube feels a little cool, but who knows if the lens in a triplet system is 100% cooled. The one thing I like about the Meade, the dew cap is probably a good 3 or 4 inches longer, so it actually does help and block that street light, the glare from entering the telescope or the lens. Where the Meade, it blocks it out. The other thing is, I can get good focus, or I think it's good focus on the Astro-Phyics, but because it only has a single speed, you know, it's just hard to move it in a millimeter micro movement, if that makes sense. Where the Meade one, I can just use the dual speed, the focuser, the minute focuser, I can just touch it like a millimeter, and at a time until I can tell. That's about as good as I can get. So maybe the Astro-Phyics, I can't do that with a single speed. Sorry about that. I turned it off because I heard somebody walking close by, and I don't want them to hear me talk or you know, to see my equipment, that type of thing, because you never know. It might give them an idea to like, oh, this guy has expensive stuff. I showed you guys the astrophysics. I showed you Jupiter and Saturn through the eyepiece, but I'm not sure I want to do that today. With side by side, and then a camera adapter, a cell phone, it's going to take a lot of time. Just looking at Jupiter now with the Meade and 4mm radian. You can just see one moon on the right side is just touching the planet. So it's like, well, not actually touching, but from our point of view, it's coming like around it. So I don't think I'm going to be doing any video today. It would just take too long with, like I said, getting my cell phone camera and the adapter, putting it on one, putting it on the other, getting it on power. And that, it's, you know, doing it on the cell phone, you could do it, but it's just so fussy and finicky. I'm just going to be spending all my time doing that. And 2 days in a row, waking up at 2:30, going back to sleep, getting up at 3:30, and then viewing is a little tiring. I also have plumbers coming tomorrow to do some work on my kitchen. You might be here at 9 a.m. So I think today's video is just, again, what I used to do, and which is tell you guys what I see in the eyepiece. Jupiter looks amazing in a 4mm. I think that's about, I don't know, let me check. Okay, it's about 240 power. Let's go over here to the astrophysics. I'm gonna be calling it a night soon. I'm just gonna take a quick peek, and then that's probably gonna be it. So the moon of Jupiter that I was saying was just about touching on the right side. I do not see it anymore. It's gone. So it went behind the planet. I just don't see a difference really in either. If the astrophysics is better, it's just so minute, I just can't tell. Low power, medium power, and up to like 260 power. Now again, maybe it's the focuser. I don't have a fine focuser, just a coarse regular focuser, and maybe if I had it, it would tweak out. Maybe if we gave them another hour to cool down, who knows? Okay, you know what? Maybe now on Jupiter, it's just hard to tell. It's like, you know, I did a video against the Takahashi 102 against the Skywatcher EvoStar 4-inch, and the Takahashi blew it away. You can just tell the image quality was just sharper, more contrast and crisp. And then I did two Maksutovs 5-inch, Meade the Skywatcher. I didn't see no difference on that one. Then I compared the winner of those two, which was, I took the Meade 5-inch Maksutov against the Takahashi. So 5-inch Maksutov against the Takahashi 4-inch, and the Takahashi still edged out or won. However, when I used the Meade 130, which is a huge difference, against the Takahashi 102, I think the Takahashi just edged it out by like 1 or 2%. It was extremely hard. Almost couldn't tell anything. Now, I kind of feel the same way, where these two are the same size, scope, you know, good quality. Both images are really good. I mean, the only two things, like I said, which is minor, is I do like the dual speed focuser on the Meade. Although the astrophysics is pretty good too. It would be nice to have a dual speed. I can just move it. Okay. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna call it a night. So, again, where are we? Okay, so unfortunately, the astrophysics people probably going to be screaming and yelling at me, saying, I don't know what I'm doing. There's no way there could be no difference. It looks virtually the same. I can't really tell any difference. So I'm just going to call it a tie with these two scopes. Image quality is fine. I mean, maybe if it was near opposition, maybe if they were more cooled down than they are right now, who knows? Maybe the astrophysics would edge out, but it's not maybe. It is what I'm testing today, and both of them look identical. If there was a difference, I would say it, you know what I mean? But I really don't see any difference like I did sometimes in my other times when I compare. So I'm just gonna call it that. It's virtually a tie, these two scopes here. The Astro-Phyics is one of the best made in the world, and it does take a 10-year wait list to get one. So really, only if you want, get one on your used market is probably the only way you'll get one before, and that 10-year wait is before they even start making it. Anyway, guys, I don't even know what time it is. It could be, I don't know, 3:30 to 4 sometime, or maybe even more. I don't even know. Anyway, let's hold on. It's 4:12 a.m. So I got to get to bed. Like I said, I think the plumber is going to come in about 5 hours. That's enough testing and fooling around. I got to unpack everything, put it away. So it'll probably still take me a good 20 minutes. I'm out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, this is the Joe Jaguar Telescope Hour. And I hope you guys liked this review or this comparison. Not that one is better than the other. They're both, a medium quality 130 millimeter triplet against, one of the best 130 millimeters. Today, they did virtually identical on the same objects. Just about, I went as close as I can in power, and there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Joe Jaguar out.